Mir Yar Baloch. This name is in news and is trending across the international circles over the past 1 week. Mir Yar Baloch is a Baloch human rights activist. He is part of Free Balochistan movement and he recently declared that Balochistan has attained independence from Pakistan. In fact, if you look at the province of Balochistan, Balochistan is the largest province of Pakistan, and along with being largest province, it is also a mineral rich province with very less density of population. And during the British colonial era, Balochistan is a princely state in India. And at the time of Indian independence, there was a forceful merger of Balochistan in 1947 into Pakistan. And post-merger, Balochistan has always got a stepmotherly treatment from Pakistani government. Even though they had a lot many mineral resources, the minerals were just used for the sake of exploitation and development of other regions of Pakistan, and this led to a lot of problems of underdevelopment in Balochistan. And when the people started raising their voice against the Pakistanis' Punjabi domination over Balochistan region, the Pakistan government resorted to military action in Balochistan. There were numerous enforced disappearances, there were human rights violations, there was suppression of popular movements of people, and all of these extrajudicial actions by the Pakistani military made the people of Balochistan even more angry against the Pakistani state. In fact, if you observe Pakistan from the time of its independence has always been dominated by the Punjabi elite who were prominent in both politics and army. This is one of the key reasons for separation of Bangladesh, and today the Balochi people are also claiming that they don't want to live under the Punjabi domination. In fact, if you observe in the forced disappearances and enforced human rights violations in the Balochistan region, there emerged a new voice of protest over the past decade, and her name is Mehrang Baloch. She has been nominated for Nobel Peace Prize this year. She in fact is a human rights activist who raised a voice against the Pakistani domination in Balochistan. Unfortunately, when she was 6 years old, her father was in fact arrested and detained by the military, and after a few days, his dead body was found by his family. This way, there are numerous stories in Balochistan of human rights violations. And all of this accumulated anger today has come in the form of declaration of independence for Balochistan. In fact, Mir Yar Baloch has taken to Twitter and he said that Balochistan is not Pakistan and there is a need for independence of Balochistan under the right to self-determination. And he also requested the Indian government to establish an embassy for Balochistan in New Delhi. Then over and above this, Balochistan as a province is strategically very important for Pakistan, primarily because of its extended coastline. Then along with that, it is the region where the 𝐶PEC corridor, that is China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which passes through the Pak-occupied Kashmir region, finally meets the ocean in the Gwadar port, which is a strategic port present in the Balochistan region. And even in the construction of the 𝐶PEC corridor also, no locals were given any employment. Either the Chinese were employed or otherwise the Punjabi people were employed in this kind of very large infrastructure project, which made the Balochi people further angry against the government. Over the past 1 year, we have seen multiple attacks by the Balochi Liberation Army, who are attacking some strategic installations of Pakistan in the Balochistan region. They are proclaiming independence, sometimes occupying cities, and in one extreme case, even they hijacked a train too. And Balochi people's aspiration for independence is a genuine aspiration, because in any nation, if the human rights of people are not respected, they have every right to become independent from the union. And along with that, Balochistan's demand is also very genuine, primarily because of the cultural distinctiveness of Balochistan from rest of Pakistan. And over and above that, one more important factor is in Pakistan, which is in itself a rogue or failed state, they met all democratic protests with the help of military and resorted to brutal suppression. And any popular movement, when it is suppressed brutally, it will become a secessionist movement. And Pakistan doesn't seem to learn from its mistakes that it has committed in 1971 in Bangladesh. and Balochistan is going to be in news for the next few years too. And along with Balochistan, even in Pakistan case, Pashtunistan is also one demand which is emergent. This is a region of northwest Pakistan which is dominated by the people who belong to the Pashtun tribe, and they also want separation from Pakistan, and they want to join into Afghanistan or remain independent as a new nation called Pashtunistan. And along with that, even the people of Sindh are also dissatisfied with the central government, and they are also making claims for a separate country called Sindhunistan. With so many internal security challenges, Pakistan time and again taking claim to Kashmir is in fact nothing less than a mockery. Primarily because when it cannot handle the people of its own country, as claiming the people of India and demanding for the independence of Kashmir is something which is a mockery. And even though Pakistan is making statements that Indian government has supported the Balochistani movement through its offensive defense policy, but there is no exact proof for the same. So that is the reason why all of these baseless allegations are not being entertained by India. But the Balochi people's aspirations seem to be very genuine, and it is going to definitely lead to a secession from Pakistan. Thank you.